welcome. This video is going to be a day in the life type of vlog. I have been working on pants bottoms, getting that all listed for the last week, and I haven't really left my house other than to go to the post office and to get myself a treat of a fountain Coke if I've done a good job. And I need a little bit more of a break today. Don't worry, I'm still doing pants. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I am slowly trying to de-hoard my home. It's only a level 1 hoard, but after 3 years of part-time reselling and being disabled and working a very demanding 9 to 5, I kind of bought a bunch of stuff and didn't get it listed, so I am slowly working on that now that I've switched over to full-time. In my bedroom, I had a giant basket of clothes. It was pretty much all bottoms. All 30 plus of that has been listed. I am steadily working on this section, which was in Moxie's nest that was in my eBay room. I have a final count because everything is now laundered and out of that room. So there were 38 total bottoms just in that eBay room, just in either hung up or in Moxie's nest. So I now have all those. There are 2 things up there still that need to be repaired. As well as this needs to be repaired, this needs to be repaired. This is just a, hello Moxie. This is just a cute little half apron that needs to be listed, and this is a pair of overalls. So I guess this kind of counts as bottoms, I don't know, but she actually just came out from her new nest. Remember, I made a little nest for her down here. You can see it's got a Moxie imprint right there. So as I said, don't worry about it. I made her new nesting spot. She has been using it, so I didn't ruin anything. But yeah, look at it. So both of my baskets are pretty much full now. This is all stuff that's been photographed. It hasn't all been listed yet. I do only have that pile behind me, which is about like 6 pairs, and then I have 6 pairs here too. So I have like almost 2/3 of the second batch of pants. If I do the maths, it's 70 total pairs of pants in a week. And like I said, I am keeping track of everything. I know this is like the lowest tech way to do this, but this is what's gonna work for me because of my ADHD. So out of everything that I have listed, so we've got the listing numbers here, the donated numbers, how many things have sold, and then, so I've sold 11 things that specifically came out of de-hoarding, and it's a gross amount of $202.82. So I'm pretty happy about that. Miss Moxie's pretty happy about that. And I think she got used to me hanging out here all the time. So I feel like I deserve a little bit of a treat, and my little bit of a treat is that I'm going to take this, which is the donation. So total, I've pulled 6 things to donate from that nest. And I also have to take 1 box to the post office because it doesn't fit in the blue mailbox thing across the street. So right next to there is a Goodwill. So I am going to treat myself, be very selective, super picky, only doing high sell-through stuff, and then I'm gonna go thrifting. I'm gonna take you with me, and I'm going to make sure all of that gets listed before the end of this video, so that way I'm not adding to my hoard, okay? All right, does that sound like a plan? Let's go. This is what's going out. This is actually from the de-hoarding. This was in the kitchen. I had 2 tiki drinking glasses, I think, and they sold, so that's awesome. That was an interesting experience. I just went to the post office that's across from a Goodwill, and there was a line out the door for the counter because there was no one in the building that was currently working. And it was like that for like 10 minutes before I guess the manager came back inside the building. I don't understand that, but yeah, I just dropped my package off using the self-service kiosk, although now I'm having misgivings that maybe I shouldn't do that if they're that understaffed. But I mean, I scanned it in, got my little receipt, and I'm on my way. So I'm gonna go to the Goodwill now and see if I can find any goodies. If not, that's okay, because I have plenty of goodies at home, but I need to get out of my house. I need to be out of my house. So let's go find out. My Goodwill does color of the week, and that week it is half off, and we have orange. The shoe section is as soon as you walk in, and that's the first place I go. Looking at some sandals here. Those look like Crocs, but they're not. They're some cheap piece of plastic. And then I thought these were cute, but they're really small and size 5 and no brand, or at least not a brand that I can recognize. I remember Tiger King. Remember before the pandemic when it was just memes and good times. I went to the jeans section because right by the shoe section for men, and I found like a bunch of 560s here, all in about the same size, a nice large size. But I have several pair of 560s in my store that are not moving, so I'm just leaving those behind, especially at like almost $9 a pop. And I'm flipping through. Look, tissues. They're not just in jacket and coat pockets, they're also in pants pockets sometimes. Isn't that nice to have variety in your life? Here's a brand new pair of rustlers, and this is orange tag, so it'd be half off. So that is going with me. I did check comps before making final decision there, but yes, they did go home with me. Another pair of rustlers in the same size, but these are not new, so they get to stay. This is a vintage pair of gotcha, kind of similar style to Chubbies. This is from the 90s. You can see here it says it's made in Hong Kong. I would have picked these up, except they just look like somebody sat on some dookie there in the back, so those stayed. And I was looking through the men's shirts and I found my first Spirit jersey, and I was so excited. I don't know if this is a men's XS or a women's XS. We'll find out when I get back to my house. Here I am pushing all the shirts to start at the beginning and go all the way through. I know this is the most amazing camera angle I could possibly find, but there you go. This is a Eddie Bauer shirt, and it's got double front pockets, so that's gonna go with me because I can tag it as a fishing shirt. And this is just me flipping as fast as I can through all the little things. I kind of got some speed here because you notice I am wearing a mask. I am immunocompromised. My disability does make it so my immune system doesn't function like it's supposed to. So even though the mask mandate has been lifted in Virginia and Goodwill itself doesn't require it, I will continue to wear it just because of my own personal health. The reason why I said I'm flipping fast is because there's a lady in the footwear aisle that was just open mouth coughing on everything. And it was gross and kind of freaking me out. So this is Pearl Snap. You know, I love Pearl Snaps. So that's definitely going with me. And then I found a second one, same size, also going with me. It's like nothing against the lady. She was on her way out, but it was still like, you don't even cover your mouth. Like, not even, just open mouth coughing on everything. Sorry, that's a little tangent, but she did end up checking out and leaving. So I just kind of slowed my roll since I wasn't like starting to have an anxiety attack there. Just pushing you all along, going through the shirts, checking things out. There's a couple of shirts or brands in here that I wasn't familiar with, so you'll see me in a little bit like pull my phone out when I find a bunch of them, just to check to see what it is, as that was me like not noting what that was. There was a couple of flannels by some brand. Here I am actually pulling out my phone. It was ROWN, and there were like several flannels in a large size by that brand, but even selling in lots, it wasn't worth it, especially having to pay like $4 a shirt. So they all got left behind. And I do check stuff when I am not familiar with the brand, and if I find a lot of it, because I'm like, does this mean it's a good thing, or does this mean like nobody knows what it is? Here I am going back and flipping through stuff. I don't know why I looked at that so hard. You know, just some St. John's Bay. Hi again. Going through, flipping through all the stuff. I might have to put some music in the background because I'm dancing. I'm dancing to the store music, and I don't want to get a copyright strike. This tricked me out. I felt it, and it felt like vintage, like the vintage quilted flannel jackets or shackets. I don't know what you want to call them. And I was like, oh, this feels vintage. This feels so good. And the label looked a little vintagey. And I'm trying to find the care tag. And I find it, and it says made in China. So I'd give it one last longing look and hoping it was vintage, and then put it back because it's not. I go back to flipping through the rack. So here I am. Hello again. pushing right along. I feel like you guys are like my babies and this is like a stroller, but it's not. And that's a little weird, so I'm sorry I made it weird. I looked at this and it had Mario, and I'm a giant nerd, and I was like, this is cool. Mario to Milo, and then on the front it says Mario Mario. I don't know what this is. It had some kind of Korean tag inside. It didn't have any like Nintendo branding on it, so I don't know if it's official or not. So this is me making a concerned face as I look at my phone really, really hard. This is just the most riveting footage I could possibly share with y'all, but this is what it's like. You scratch my face, itchy mask. I hate wearing masks, but I like being able to breathe. So I'm looking at it hard, putting it back, looking at it hard again. I'm just showing you what it's like. This is how I do things. Staring at the phone, listening to like a couple next to me talk about some random thing that they're doing. You know what? I'm like, it's $4. I'll think about it. And I give you guys a concerned look because I feel like you're judging me for the amount of time I've spent on my phone, but I'm just gonna buy it. It doesn't matter. Go back to flipping through the stuff. See, this is why I don't take y'all thrifting with me, is because this is what it's like. It's boring. But I feel like all y'all are resellers, so you know that. And it's not really boring. It's just kind of like mindless. Like you get to zone out, you just kind of like do your thing. And that is kind of what I'm doing here. Hello again. Goodbye. Double checking that. Again, another tag that I'm not familiar with. I don't remember what it was. I think it was some kind of like menswear dress brand that I wasn't certain of, but it wasn't anything. Keep going. Why did I look at that again? I literally passed that already. Sometimes I watch this footage and I'm like, what am I doing? Is there even a thought in your head? And the answer is no, it's not. It's just, is this good? No, 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 no. Be a good Samaritan. No, no. No. I do try to hang stuff back up if I see it off the thing. That does end up making it so some people think I work there. I've had multiple people mistake me and ask me where stuff is or like price something, and I'm like, I can't do that. I don't work here. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry. But yeah, let's get to the haul now. So this is a brilliant example of why I should not be thrifting right now, because this is what my thrifts are like. They are abundant with stuff. I'm fortunate that the majority of the big retail thrifts in my area are all high volume thrifts, and that most people in my area that are doing reselling are really interested in reselling stuff that I like reselling. So I'm very excited to show you what I picked up. My total buy cost is around 70 some odd, over 21 items. That's how many items I purchased. So when I did the maths, the cost averaging out was $3.55 a piece. So I think that's great for a lot of these pieces. So the first thing I'm going to show you is this pair of Billabong submersibles. You can see the tag still on it. I literally just sat down. That's why my shirt's all splotchy, is because it's raining outside. But this is going to be perfect and probably will go super fast well, actually probably as soon as I list this. I don't imagine holding on to this longer than like 6 weeks at the most. But this is one of those hybrid shorts where it's like, it looks like chinos, but you can wear them like swim trunks. And this is a really good brand. I know this is something that Matt from Thrift Life recommends in his manifesto. So excited to pick those up for under $4. I do not recommend the following 2 items to pick up unless you get them new with tags, which is what I did. And for cheap, which is what I did. So I found not 1, but 2 Joseph A. Banks polo shirts. This one is specifically the Ledbetter golf shirts, and this one is just a regular like peak polo shirt. So because they're new with tags, this one is going to sell for a little bit more, because it looks like the Ledbetter, the golf shirt conveys a little bit more. I don't know why, but I only pick these up because they're new with tags. And I did look at the solds before I decided to go ahead and buy them. But I found 2 of them, and for under $4, Yes, that is a yes. Ooh. Uh-oh. All right, let me do the breakables first. There's one breakable I'm going to show you last because it is the thing I am most excited about. Mostly because I'm curious. I bought something hoping it was something else, and we're going to find out together. So I picked this up. This is Ziggy. It's a little star dish. I saw one up for sale and one that had sold. So it has 100% sell-through. It does have some crazing here on this side, but no chips or cracks. And yeah, I again paid less than $4 for this, and it does technically have 100% sell-through, so we'll see how that goes. The other hard good I picked up didn't have any actives, didn't have any solds, so it may not be a good buy, but it's pretty. And I'm guessing those of you that have been here for a while know why I picked it up. It's green. So this is like a ring jewelry kind of like catch-all type of deal. And this is from King's Pottery in North Carolina. And this is marked 1991. And it is not going to focus. There we go. King's Pottery 1991. I did look this up. There is like a vase and it says it's from there in North Carolina. I'll do a little bit more research, but I picked this up because it was less than $4. It's green and it's pretty. It can totally sit on one of my shelves until it sells. But I can't imagine someone not wanting this because I think it's great. All right, I am actually very surprised about the next two shirts that I'm going to show you because I was floored by both the sell-through and the price. So I saw this shirt and I was like, wow, look at that collar. Look at that floppy, flippy collar. This is like 70s. It is translucent. It is very, like, you definitely will see nipple through this shirt if you are not wearing an undershirt. I'm sorry if that weirds anybody out by me saying that, but yeah. And this is actually French cuffs. So you can see here it doesn't have buttons on either side. It just has 2 button holes. So this means this is a French cuff. And I found this brown one, and I found this green one like another foot along down the line. They are Sears Best perma-pressed shirts. Both of these are from the 70s. And when I checked comps, there was 1 up for sale and 4 that had sold. And the 4 that had sold were like best offer of, and like the original price was like $49.99 plus shipping, and then it was like marked out with best offer. So I know 70s are super in. When I looked up this specific item, it was like 400% sell-through. For vintage, that's insane. So I'm gonna give these a go. I figured it can't hurt. But these are flawless, and it's just, I just thought they were really cool. I love selling vintage. I love finding vintage. I love selling vintage. It just makes me so happy. Which is why I was super sad when those gotcha shorts were messed up. All right, this is, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is at all. It has Mario on it. It's got Mario right here, and it's a short sleeve hoodie, which is weird. And it says Mario to Milo, Super Mario character, circa 2008, Nowhere Co. Ltd, 1990 to 2008. I don't know what this is. It has a tag in it. It's Disum. I'm guessing it's a Korean brand. I don't know. When I tried to look stuff up, it was bringing up Bape stuff, and this is definitely not Bape. So I don't know. It actually does have a pocket. I didn't know if that was a real pocket or not. So I'll have to do some more research. If not, someone will want this just because it has Mario's giant Italian face on it. Would you call Mario Italian or Japanese? I wonder. I've never really thought about that hard, but like, I think he's supposed to be Italian, but like, he's a Japanese product, so what is it? Anyway, I'm thinking about too hard about something that's a shirt that I picked up just because I thought it was neat. And I have no idea what it's worth, and I thought that it would be interesting to look it up. We are in fishing season, and I found Columbia PFG long sleeve. This is a really nice vintage fishing shirt. There's nothing wrong with this. This is the time of year to pick this up, and for less than $4, I know that'll be a fast flipper. If I can be a fast lister, which I am doing my best right now. Another Columbia PFG shirt. This is a large. I'm so sorry I haven't been telling you all sizes. And this is a 2XL. So I got a 2XL and I got a large, and this is pretty much the same thing except it's in teal blue color. This next item, this is, I think this is technically vintage. I'm not sure. It's Southern Classics. The tag looks vintage, but it's made in China. But like, look at the tags though. That looks vintage. So I was like, it's a pearl snap. Y'all know I love my pearl snaps. It's pretty much flawless. And I found one and a second one. But I then noticed that the second one is still new with tags. So I found, and this is also size small. So I had 2 pearl snaps with these really vibrant colors. For less than $4. Y'all know how much luck I have selling pearl snaps. I don't think I'll have a problem, especially since one of them is new with tags. I do know it's a smaller size, but I have said on my channel, and as I showed in my collab with Matt, Amber, and Josh, that it doesn't matter. Size doesn't matter when it comes to men's stuff. To me. At least in my store it doesn't. This is something I picked up because I'm going to mark it as a fishing shirt. It has the big fluffy booby pockets on the front for fishing stuff. So that's what I'm going to mark it as, is hiking, fishing. This is Eddie Bauer, but this is modern Eddie Bauer. Normally I wouldn't pick up Eddie Bauer unless it's vintage, unless it's one of these fishing shirts and I can get it for cheap, which I did. And this one is short sleeve and a 2XL, so it's a great size. And then I have found something that it's been on my like unicorn list for a while. I found my first spirit jersey. I have been hoping to find one of these for like the last 3 years. And I finally picked one up. This is an extra small, but I think this is a men's extra small. This is in the men's section. I don't know if they're supposed to be oversized or not, but normally if it's a men extra small, it's gonna fit me, and this looks like it would fit me. So I don't know what exactly this is, other than it is a spirit jersey, and if you don't know, it would actually say spirit jersey inside here. But I found my first one. I'm so happy. I know some sell more than others for more money, but it was just on my bucket list, so I'm just excited to check that off. All right, so this next item is a pair of Levi's cargo shorts, and the reason I picked these up is one, because I could get it for less than $4. We are entering short season, and this is Levi's, which is a good brand, but it's interesting. Like, it has this. So if anybody knows why it would have this kind of like heavy duty banding around the opening, like I'm used to seeing stuff like this with Duluth, and I was so tempted to pick up the Duluth trading pants, but those were so large that I wasn't confident I could fit it in a padded flat rate envelope, so I left those behind. Also, they were full price, so that's why I did not pick those up. But these are very heavy, and if anybody knows why it would have this kind of banding, please let me know. But it's a pair of really nice heavy duty cargo shorts by Levi's, and we are entering warmer months. I also would not recommend picking up this brand unless it's new and you can get it for cheap, which is what I did. It's a pair of brand new Rustler straight legs, regular fit, and a 44-32. So it's a nice big size, brand new, less than $4. For denim, you can't beat that. So happy about that. This I picked up because it's beautiful. I saw this. For me personally, when I'm going to the thrift store, especially when I'm trying to spend like an hour, which is actually what I did. I spent an hour in this thrift store. I just do shoes, men's, and hard goods. And then I'll go over to the ladies section like on the way to the cash register, which is how I picked up the last couple things because as they popped out at me. When I saw this, look at it. It's so pretty. It's this beautiful viscose, like, midi skirt. It's like, oh, it's just so delicate and it's so vibrant. Like, this is a beautiful spring skirt, and this is made in Switzerland. And how do you know that? Because it says it on the tag. So this is a Swiss viscose spring skirt. I'll put all the pretty keywords in there and be happy to wear it until it sells, because I do think I can wear this. Yes, I'm almost certain I can wear this. It is a little waisty band there. I think I can wear that until it sells, and it's pretty. This other item is something that I picked up for myself. If it doesn't fit me, I can sell it, and that is honestly the only reason I bought it. Plus, it was new. So I would not recommend picking up Jones New York unless you get it for like dirt cheap and it's new, which this is. Also, I want to see if my butt can fit in these, and if my butt can fit in these are just going to be my new shorts. So I'll put up here if my butt can fit in them or not. And then the last clothing item I have to share with you is I did pick up this pair of 527s. So we have some 527s, which is the first time I found a pair of 527s, and these are like immaculate. I feel like maybe like the wash on this is so great. They may have worn them once or twice, and then like also the tag is in like really nice shape too. So I don't think someone wore these very often. But I found these. Also, I know you guys saw a bunch of 560s. Again, they wanted full price. I showed you guys how much jeans are at this thrift store. They're $9 where I am, and unless they're going to be on the half off color, I don't really want to touch them unless I'm going to make like $25–30 on them. So, or unless I can sell them for $25–30 plus shipping, because that's what I do. And then the next piece, which we're going to find out together, is this. So this, if you look at the color of it, I think this is a piece of Art Deco uranium glass. It's got like the little matchbox, or like the little matches go here, and then it's an ashtray, all right? This looked like uranium glass, but I did not bring my UV flashlight with me, which is bad. So I'm gonna turn off my fancy lights here, and we are going to see if this glows together. I'm almost certain that it will, but... Alright, so now it's dark. Hello. We got some mood lighting now. And I got my UV light. Hello. And what do you think? Does that glow? So I am correct in that this is uranium glass. And I am absolutely excited about this. That is a glow. Wow. Okay. Let me turn my lights back on. If I hold it farther away, you can see kind of a little bit less radioactive looking. Hello, Editing Bob here. I have no idea what happened to my outro. I know I filmed it. At least I think I hit the record button. I may have just been talking to the camera and not hit the record button. I have done that before. So this is the outro. You guys see why it's dangerous for me to go thrifting right now while I'm trying to de-hoard my home. I probably will not go thrifting again until I have cleared out another room, which hopefully will be the dining room next once I finish with all these pants and of course get these 21 items I just bought listed. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this was a nice fun little break for you as it was for me. I do appreciate you all watching all of my content, and I appreciate you watching this video. So I will see you guys in a couple days for probably what's sold video. But until then, bye!